Welcome back to NewsX World. I'm Asuma Kataoka and you are watching Focal Length, where we get you a briefing on topics from across the world. Amid Israel reopening crossings, aid reaches Gaza, but safety and effectiveness at distribution sites remain major concern. With ongoing violence and chaos impacting civilians, reporting from this conflict zone is fraught with challenges, including constant bombardment, blackouts, and scarce resources, making accurate information gathering difficult. What is life like inside Gaza amid this siege? How are people surviving, and what future do they see? Let's discuss all this and more with our guest Noor Al Shana. Noor Al Shana is an independent journalist based in Al Nusayrat, Gaza. A multimedia student before the war, she now reports on developments from around the world, from around the ground. Focusing on civilian conditions, displacement, and access to basic services, her work includes documenting infrastructure damage, living standards, and humanitarian access. Noor has co-authored a book to raise awareness and support for affected families, and she continues to contribute to discussions around media coverage and civilian impact in conflict zones. Thank you for joining us, Noor Al Shana. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. We are eager to dive into our conversation. And now my first question to you is that now Israel has reopened land crossings and allowed truck convoys and airdrops in recent weeks. So what has changed on the ground at aid distribution sites particularly? Are people able to receive help safely and effectively now?
Yeah, first things I would like to thank you for inviting me in this beautiful channel. Yeah, I can talk about what's going on in Gaza. So I can tell you about help which reaching to Gaza. It's reached us in not safety way, while everyone is target and everyone is killing here in Gaza Strip. So when it came, they drop it sometime from the sky, and it's not safety for citizens like us because everyone would be like when the food is dropped from sky, it's sometimes falling in dangerous zones like red zones, which Israeli right now is in it. So it's not safety way. But what about the aids which reach from border of Rafah to Gaza? It's limit aid is so limited, and I want to tell you that when it reach Gaza, most of people they are trying to steal it because they have no food anymore to eat them.
Thank you for sharing that. Now we move on to our next question. Despite new aid flows, thousands of reports about the tragic loss of life and injuries near distribution centers run by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. We hear them and contractors. So have you witnessed or reported on violence, chaos, or corruption at these aid sites?
Actually, for website Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, I can tell you about this. It's a dangerous place for go. So when Palestinians go there, they risk their life. They know they will not come back, or maybe they will get injury, or maybe they can break into the house safety. But sometimes, actually, most of who went there, they have get injury and have been killed. Very least you will find people go of safety. So Gaza Foundation, Gaza Central so Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is not option. It's not good options for Palestinians for getting AIDS. And I want to tell you that it's when the people they going there, it's a crowdly. It's a lot of people. A lot of people they go there and they go just to feed their children, their family. But when they return, Israeli bomb them, bullet their heads, make them to suffer. So it's not good options for Palestinians and. Well, I can tell you, they're not giving us food in dignity way. So I'm not with this, with Gaza Humanitarian Foundation because it's target everyone in Gaza, and I have lost part of my family in this. So it was heartbreaking for us to go to even to think to go there. It wasn't a good option for all of us in Gaza.
Thank you, Noor, for sharing that. Now, on to our next question. You continue reporting like this even as Gaza becomes the deadliest war zone for journalists. What inner strength or conviction, motivation keeps you going when colleagues have been, you've lost some colleagues or they have been silenced?
Yeah, you mean what is make us to continue as a journalist in Gaza and still
Yes.
reporting in Gaza? Of course, there is a hope, and we want to make our voice to reach all the world and make. We are a witness for a genocide. We are journalists, and at the same time, we are a witness. We see genocide in Gaza. We live inside it, so we have to make all the world to know. So this is what making us to keep doing going, yani. So I can tell you that when we lose everyone from my family, when we suffer, we not food, we not eating, we have starvation. So it's giving us a power how to continue, how to make our voice to reach all the world, because we are humans. We have deserve to live at life in us as a Palestinians, but no one is listening to us. So this is not justice for us as a journalist that Israeli started us in, because we are telling the news, we are making all the world to be awareness, but what's going on in Gaza is terrible and horrific forms of genocide in Gaza Strip.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. And Noor, now given constant bombardment as we speak, we can hear the drones over you, blackouts and lack of food, also and water. How do you manage the practical challenges of gathering accurate information and delivering your stories?
But can you repeat the internet was not strong? Can you repeat this question?
Yes, of course. So you continue regardless of the ongoing bombardment. As we speak, we can hear the drones and blackouts, lack of food, water. How do you still manage the practical challenges of gathering accurate information and delivering your stories?
It's so horrible, actually. It's so horrible how we are trying to survive. We are living in a place which we have no guarantee to survive, actually. You know this. So how we survive to get food, how we are survive to be alive even from killing, something like that. It wasn't easy in all Palestinians. Like when we have shortages of food, shortages of water, no electricity, nothing is available. Even the houses is destroyed. Most of the houses is destroyed. And I have those two homes, by the way. And I'm right now displacement in another place, which I don't know anyone here in this place, but I'm trying to continue and to do my best to continue, because this is life going here in Gaza. So if we will go one step back, it's mean a lot to us. Yani, I mean, it's not giving us the real options. We have to continue forward, because this is life in Gaza, and we know all we live in genocide for 2 years right now, and it's not stop, and the hunger, the people dying and pump everywhere. So this is our life, and no one is listening us in Gaza anymore. I feel that. So we're trying to survive in a hard way. By the way, we are tired, so tired. We are exhausted from this genocide anymore, because all the night bombing, it's target us every time. A lot of people's dying in the night, in the day. You hear the sound of a drone is too much today, and they have target a lot today even.
And Noor, now you've told us the situation there. How has this emotional reality of witnessing grief, loss, you also mentioned you lost someone in your family, and also journalists increasing casualties around alongside you, shape the way you report? And how do you preserve your own mental well-being while on assignment like this? Could you hear me?
Actually,
Yeah.
Please, if you can repeat, because the sound is cutting out
Let
from
me
the
repeat.
mind to mind.
So, Noor, so how has this emotional reality of witnessing grief, you've also mentioned that you've lost someone close to you, and journalists, casualties, shape the way you report? How did it affect you, and how do you preserve your own mental well-being while on assignment like this?
From emotionally, it's so hard. We are suffocating in Gaza anymore. We are so tired. We are crying. We laugh. But I can tell you, the suffering here in Gaza, it's making everybody to cry, to not know what we want to do actually in this situation. Is so hard. And as a journalist, what we are covering, it wasn't easy way for us, because Israeli is target everyone here in Gaza, and even journalists in Gaza become targeted. So there's no place safety in Gaza. I want to tell you. When we think in this, we feel like something in our hearts become like, oh my God, I'm going to the place and I know it's not safety. Oh my God, we can kill in any moment. We be killed in any moment because there is no place safety. So we are displacement many times. We have lose houses, we have lose everything we have, and this is affect us emotionally. So it's making me to feel anger, sad, not happy about what is going on in Gaza. So can you imagine that you have lose everything? It's not like this. You have displacement more than 5 times, 6 times, place to place, and when you displacement, you're not able to take anything with you. That because Israeli with his army, they came in the ground and trying to kill everyone here. So it's painful reality for us. It's not making us to feel comfortable. Even to find simple things in Gaza, it becomes the most expensive things in the world. As we know that Gaza become very, very expensive because Israeli is not allowed for entering food or any supplies for us in Gaza. If you lose your clothes, you can't bring another. If you lose your phone, your anything, يعني technology things, you can't find any another. يعني the phones, it's around very, very huge amounts it's become in Gaza. So even if you lose your clothes, you can't find any clothes in Gaza. It's so hard, and if you find, it's very loose and not in good quality. So it's making us struggle more and more and more by Israeli what they are doing in us, while forces us to displacement by losing our things and losing everything is affecting us, in Gaza.
Thank you, Noor, for sharing that. Now, under these conditions, you have shared that, the hunger and exhaustion, losing everything, being displaced more than 5 times. How do you find the focus and energy and resilience to carry on telling the most urgent stories of your community?
Yeah, of course. I want to tell you how we get our energy. We eat in Gaza in one meal maximum, and sometimes we're not able to find it. So it's like when you are 2 years in the same condition, you will feel sometimes it's normal, but in the same time, it's a big struggle for us to not find food in Gaza. So in Gaza, like when the children is not finding the food, we feel sad about them. We feel sad about ourselves that we are so exhausted. We feel down because we are tired and not found any food. So it's biggest struggle for us. And meanwhile, even if you want to find vitamin, because you not eat, you can't find in Gaza. Even medicine is not available. Anything in Gaza not available. We are living in a gray city, which nothing inside it, just distractions and dates surrounded us from all sides in Gaza. So to find food, it's big struggling in Gaza. That until now I didn't take my breakfast. We still trying to search about these things, how we can get it. Everything's so expensive in Gaza, which not making us to find anyway. What? I can't go to buy flour in $700. As you know, there's no work in Gaza. How we can bring this and feed our families? So it's so hard. Not for me only. 2 million of people are in the same condition. 2 million of Palestinians, they are in the same condition. No one work. No one having any resources for getting food or anything like that. This is our life in Gaza Strip anymore, and no one is helping us.
Yes, Noor, and with international journalists largely absent from Gaza, what responsibility do you feel you bear in shaping how the outside world understand the crisis in Gaza?
As a journalist in Gaza, we are trying to show the world what's going on in Gaza, to show them reality, clicking videos, and make our life a race just to click a video on our cameras in Gaza. So when any videos came from Gaza to all the world, it's clicked by heart, and many journalists was killing by clicking this to international community to make them to see this what's going on in Gaza, to make people to stand with Palestinians. I know there's 2 million people, they are deserve to live alive, and 2 million people, they are suffering more than 2 years in Gaza. and no one is doing anything, or enter water, or enter food, or enter electricity, or gas, or anything. So we are trying recording in our cameras everything in Gaza was going on, and Israeli become target us as a journalist in Gaza because they don't want us to record anything. So this is not just as what's going on in Gaza. So we are trying to make all the world about our case, because it's not our case. It should be case of all Palestinians who want all the world, who want to have justice and peace in all the world.
Yes, and lastly, Noor, have you felt targeted, threatened, or pressured by armed actors, military or otherwise, due to your reporting? How has that influenced your decisions around what and how to you published your work?
Yeah, of course, the target is everywhere. As you know, I was living in Khan Yunis, and sometimes we used to record in front of the hospital of Nasser. If you see, and when Israel, they have target a tent of journalists in Gaza. They have burned a journalist inside the tent, and you have all the world have seen this genocide. Why we have recorded it and covered it and show all the world was going to journalists in Gaza. They have target a journalist in tent while they are giving all the world in use. So it's not justice for everyone. We know. I want to tell about Hassan Slayih. He's a famous journalist in Gaza Strip, and Israeli has targeted him in the tent while another people and journalists was burning inside the tent. So when this person he was alive, they give and wake him to go to the hospital, okay, and he continued. He lose his two fingers, and his condition was so hard as a journalist. So what happened to him? He continued his work and his job because he wanted to show all the world the reality in Gaza. But what's going on after 1 week of just his injury time? The Israeli target the hospital because of him, because he was giving us news to all the world. So I can't know where's the humanity in this? I can't see any humanity in this. They target a person, a journalist was injured, and they were burning in the tent. And now, when he was in hospital getting a medicine, they have targeted him again because he was telling news to the world. I didn't see it to tell news and to show reality in Gaza. It's I can tell you, it's not. They think it's not safety things we do. They think this we are doing a crime by sharing news, by telling all the world about us. As we know, we are Palestinians, deserve to live a better life than this. We should show all the world what's going on in Gaza.
Thank you, Noor Al Shana, for speaking to us on Focal Length. We're incredibly grateful for the time you have taken and for your courage to report from such challenging environment. And once again, we sincerely thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you. With that, it's a wrap on this episode of The Focal Length. For more international news and updates, stay tuned on NewsX World.